Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to my show. I'm Jessica May and tonight I'm going to be connecting to your fur babies, all the animal kingdom. I can also bring through your spirit animals as well, power animals. And we can also talk about power animals and the meaning that they bring for you as well. So if you're watching, just say hi so I can see who's here. It'd be lovely to see some familiar faces, and hopefully there will be quite a few of you joining tonight, because it's quite good energy at the minute to be bringing through the animals, especially because we are nearing into that October energy where the veil is beginning to thin ever so more slightly, and we can start to sense that the season is changing as well. So the animals may be sensing that. So maybe you've got a mischievous dog or a horse that's playing up and you want to know why and what's going on. Let me know, because I can tune into their energy as well. So if you can see me, say hi. Be good to see you. And I have got various different decks of cards tonight as well. But of course, although I'm using cards, messages themselves always come through, channeled through from spirit, through from your animals. So yeah, I'm just warming up my energy because the temperature's dropped today, so I need to get warm in my little hut that I'm in. So, oh, that autumn energy is definitely coming in now. The temperatures are really beginning to drop. Yeah, so I seem to be putting on the cozy socks. Hiya, nice to see you, Millie. Thank you for joining in. And welcome to the evening show as well. Lovely to see you. Loving your photo as well, the purple hair. I'm loving that. So I'm just giving these cards a bit of a shuffle. These ones are really nice. I haven't used them before on the show, but they do connect to your power animals as well, and also bring through the different elements that they can provide. So yes, if you want one of these messages, let me know. So hi Terry, thank you for joining. She's saying good evening, Jessica and Richard. Hi. So I've got these particular deck, which is the power animals. I've also got another deck which is spirit animals. These are quite good for like healing, energies that's going on around you right now. Evening, Christine. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. What's the other deck I've got? And these are the spirit animals as well, or power animals. I always think these are very like beautiful pictures. Just lovely, lovely images. Love them. Hi, Maddie. Thank you for joining. Lovely to see some people. And hope you're all enjoying the sunny weather while we've still got it as well. And any scratching you hear, any shuffling, it's little Farah. She's joining me in the hut tonight for the show. She's going to help me do some readings, I think, as well. Hi, Claire. Thank you for joining. Loving your picture. It's great to see some people. Great to see you. Hi, Wendy. Thank you for joining as well. Thank you. So remember, guys, if you want to join in with the show, if you've got a fur baby over Rainbow Bridge, let me know. So put a little rainbow emoji and then comment with whether it's a cat or your dog, and what you would like to know, like, are they okay? What's going on over there? And I can bring that energy through for you. Or if you'd like a power animal card, put up the paw print emoji and I shall choose an animal card for you and what's needed for you to be known at this time. So although I'm picking up on your fur babies, I can also tune in what your animal spirit guides would like you to know today and for going forwards. So hi, Cheryl Johnson. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. And hi, Trish. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Oh, I'm loving that picture as well. And Melanie, thank you as well. Thank you for joining. So she's saying, hi, everyone. Yes. Hello, everyone. whatever platform you are watching on, welcome to the show. And for those that are just joining, I'm Jessica May, and I'm a psychic medium, but I'm also an animal healer and communicator. And I can bring through your fur babies. I can also tune into your power animals, your spirit guides, as in like what they want you to know at this time. If you have any questions about what else I can do, just put that on here as well. I can answer any questions about your whatever you want to know about spirituality. We can also talk about that as well, but let's keep it to the animal kingdom. Maybe what do they know? Are your animals sensing the change in the weather? Are they sensing the changes that are coming in? Because there's a lot of emotion at the moment with the collective. Hi, Kathy Littlewood. Thank you. So your message, my dog Harley that passed, please let me know if you want me. So yes, Kathy, I am going to start with you. I'm going to start with your energy. So your dog Harley, I'm just going to tune in and connect to those energies. Okay, so Kathy, I've got this beautiful little bouncy energy coming through here at the moment. So it's hard to tell if this is quite a big breed of a dog or a small breed, because it's like it's coming in very slowly, but it's like there's a lot of energy coming in as well, like bouncy energy. So I want to go sort of like middle of the road of this, almost like a medium height of a dog. I'm just being drawn to something significant about collar or harness. I don't know if you had a specific pattern on the collar, or there was something about the collar, maybe it had a little crystal on or something on the name tag. But I've got some significance with the collar. So if you can let me know, Kathy, if that's making any sense so far. I'm also feeling like Harley may have been a little bit clumsy, or just wasn't always aware of his surroundings. So I don't know if this is because of like loss of sight or hearing at the end of life, or whether he was just a bit clumsy in general, just bumping into things, not really, you know, spatial awareness and all of that. But it's almost like it's like his paws. It's something to do with the paws. I don't know if he stood on something or had something stuck in his paw at one point, like a stone or a thorn, because I'm just being made aware of the paws and significance of the paws. So I've got the collar significance, whether it's a pattern or a certain colour, and also paws as well. I want to say front paws, if that's making any sense at all. His name was Harley, and he had a Harley Davidson collar. Oh my god, amazing. So he was a cool dog. He was a totally cool dog. Love this. Okay. He should have gotten like a little leather jacket as well. So he had seizures in his last few years. It just felt like he wasn't quite aware, like, yeah, he'd bump into things. So his spatial awareness, it wasn't quite there for him, bless him. But very good sense of smell. So I don't know if that changed as he got older, but I'm being shown like in his younger years, it's like his sense of smell, it was just so on point. As soon as you'd start like unpacking food, he's there. It's like he either heard it or he smelt it. And he would just be right there underneath you, almost at your ankles, at your feet. Just feed me type of energy. I'm also being shown like tiny little sausages. So I don't know if you used to break up sausages, or we had cocktail sausages, or if that was a favourite little treat of his. But I'm just being shown little, almost like little tidbits that are being given. And eyes, did he have significant colour eyes? Not like, because obviously a lot of dogs have the dark brownish eyes, but I want to say that his eyes may have been slightly lighter, almost human to look at sometimes. Like you'd look into his eyes and it would just be like he knows what's going on, or you could just see like a face within him, almost like you connected to him on a different level to perhaps how other people would connect to him. So he had an amazing long hair dash, and he had a matching leather hat. Love this leather hat. So he had a Harley Davidson collar and he had a matching leather hat. Fantastic. Yeah, a little bit of a foodie and could sniff out anything. Amazing. Yeah, he was like, this is like, his sense of smell is just so on point, and his favorite treats were sausages. Yeah, so I was totally getting that smell of sausages coming through, being broken up into little pieces as well. But what is its significance with the paw? Is it something to do with the dupe claw? Or did he have a little incident with the paw? Because he keeps bringing my awareness to the paw, which I don't know if he got caught in something that he shouldn't have got caught in. He was a little bit mischievous, I'm feeling, as well at times. But I keep being brought back to the paw. And like the scratch, he had like this weird scratch. Yes, he had hazel brown eyes. Yeah, it was like his eyes were like just so different compared to other dogs, because like I said, a lot of the dogs, they do have very dark brown eyes, but occasionally you get the dogs that have the lighter eyes, and they can almost look a little bit human when you look at them. And they're the ones that seem to have that just deeper knowing that something else is going on, or they want to be human or something. So he got his dew claw on one of his front paws stuck in a fence when he was on Daytona on vacation. Oh, bless him. Yeah, that's what I was being. It's like he had got caught in something, and it was just like just a mischievous little moment. Now, when he like had a scratch, did he have this weird way of doing it? I don't know if it was almost like his whole back leg would go over, or he would almost sit like a human and have a scratch. It's just like something almost a bit comical about the way he would do that. Or maybe it's to do with like his long hair as well, but it's almost like he's trying to get to every little nook and cranny. So he had this little weird way of scratching, it feels. I'm gonna pull a tarot card as well, because I'm just gonna ask him what he wants you to know, because it feels like he's very much around you still at the moment, and you may even be sensing him quite strongly. You're asking for him a lot to come through. It's almost like there's something going on with you at the moment, and obviously he would be like your little buddy to just keep you company, but with his loss, it's that massive void that a lot of pet owners tend to feel. But it's something in particular, it just feels like there's something going on, and normally he would be there to sort of dry your tears, if you like, but he's not. So it's just this air of sadness. So a card that's flown out it's Two of Wands, and it's an interesting card because it's quite often about just looking out, procrastinating, maybe even worrying about doing things, or feeling like there's this air of loneliness. Oh, should I go out? Shouldn't I? And maybe as well, he was almost like you would take him with you as a little bit of a confidence booster, just help he'd help your anxiety. You just sensed when you needed him, type of thing. But it does feel like you've got something new getting ready to come into your life, and he's just giving you that nudge to say you can do this. So you have these ashes of you in your home. Yeah, it's like he's giving you that nudge to say that, you know, whatever it is you've been procrastinating about, you've got to now put that into action. It may even be something to do with your career sector, or just doing something different, trying something new. But he's pushing you into doing something different. So stepping out of your comfort zone. because bottom of the deck, I've got the Empress card, which is all about new cycles coming in, new beginnings. And that full moon that we've just had may have just released a few things up for you, or brought things up for you that's made you aware things have got to change. And it just feels like there's something here that he's really pushing you into. I want to say he's like nudging, and he's saying to tell you not to hold back anymore. So I don't know if that makes any sense, Kathy. It's just telling you to not hold back, and to open your heart up again. I don't know if you've kind of closed your energy down, but it's almost like I want to say, just open your heart back up. Don't fear that energy of love. So I don't know if that is making any sense to you, Kathy. Let me know. But he's doing absolutely fine. He's full of lots of bouncy energy, and he's totally a cool dude. I love his energy. He's a great dog. So I will leave that energy there, but hopefully that's all made sense about him giving you the nudge and pushing you forward. It does feel like if you were to set some positive intentions for the new moon coming up, things would start to shift quite quickly. But he's definitely giving you a nudge with something, because the nose, it's like pushing you as if to say, come on, do it, do it. So you've been on a spiritual journey of awakening and been taking meditation and Reiki courses. Amazing. This is like almost pushing you out of your comfort zone. And obviously, like the Two of Wands that come out, the more you go through that awakening, the more you go on your Reiki journey, you will suddenly start to see a difference in the energies around you. And it is like thinking, oh, what else is out there that I can get into? What else is there that I can work with? So I will leave you with love and send you lots of love as well. So thank you, Kathy, for joining tonight. Yeah, he is an amazing little boy. So if anyone else would like a reading, or like me to connect to your fur baby over the Rainbow Bridge, or even if they are here now, if you've got a question about their behavior, let me know, because I can connect into that energy as well. Or if you haven't got a fur baby and you're just really interested in the show but want to join in, why not find out who your power animal is and what message they have for you? So we can look at what animal guide is working with you at this time. So we can also do that. So what is a spiritual animal? I had a dog, but he passed away, and that's from Starlight. So a spirit animal is almost like a guardian that comes through to help us, just like a spirit guide would. But animals are just full of love, whether they're here or in spirit. And obviously, over in spirit, everyone's full of that unconditional love. But animals just seem to ooze that even more, especially in spirit. So sometimes when we feel really low, a human guide isn't necessarily going to cut it for us. Sometimes it's just we need that warmth to come in, and it may just be from our animal guides. And it may be as well, for example, if you're on like social media, it may be that you continuously see a certain type of animal. Some people see a lot of monkeys. It could be a chicken all the time, for example. And you might think, well, okay, why is the algorithm completely showing me all of these animals? Why do I keep seeing chickens? But it may be that there's a meaning behind it for you. So if you do keep seeing animals like that, look it up on the internet, see what it means. Or there's books as well about power animals and spiritual animals and what their meanings are. And so we'll see if we can bring through your dog. We'll see what we can do with that one, the energy for you. Let's put those down. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I get a very pure energy with this dog, and I get like I want to say it's like a white light around the dog. Now I don't know if your dog was white in color, but there's something very pure about the energy. And this it just feels like this dog would have been quite a special little companion to you. And I know all of our fur babies do tend to be very special to us. But obviously it's individual, isn't it? To each person, how we feel towards our animals, it's very different. And I get the feeling it's almost like he would have felt, or your dog would have felt, that he was actually going to play up to being the baby. So does that make any sense, Starlight, what I'm saying so far? Because there's this bright white light around him, and I don't know if you did a lot of the spiritual work with him as well, or whether he was like a healer dog with you, or whether you do, I don't know if you do therapies, things like that, or sessions. I just feel like he wants to like sit in on something that you do still, that he would have done when he was here on Earth. So let me know, Starlight, if that makes any sense. But it's a bit like how your picture is actually, I'm just looking at that. It's that energy. He's very much like that bright energy, that orb. So he feels like he's very much around you. So he was grey, white and black. Yeah, so it's like this strong pull towards you from him. So you would have had quite a good bond with him, I feel. But can you understand him sitting in on something that you do, whether that's work with somebody? I don't know if you work with people like in a holistic or therapeutic way, or whether you just help others. But it feels like he would sit in with you or sit near you doing something, or whether you work from home doing something and he would sit at your feet. I'm just being shown this. I'm also, I don't know if this is with your energy or it would have been with him. I'm like tension, headache across here. So I don't know if this is something that you're experiencing at the moment, and he's just bringing that in. So you've got, he was a guardian dog, very big and dangerous. He was a very good dog. Yeah, his energy was just so pure. It's just so beautiful when it come in. And I would say definitely very protective, being that bright. But can you understand the headaches? I don't know whether this is something he would have had, for example, dizziness or even like dementia in old age, or whether you're getting tension headaches and there's a lot of stress and stuff going on with you at the moment. So let me know if you can understand that, because it may be that he's just trying to bring in that message just to help you unwind a little bit here. I'm also picking up shoulder issues. So that can sometimes be like arthritic pain, or that can sometimes be with the owner. This is where it can be difficult, and they bring it through and I'm like, okay, talk to me more. Come on, tell me more. What is going on there? Can you also understand a significant toy? I don't know whether this was a ball or a particular teddy bear, something. You have lots of headaches. Okay, so it's with you. Okay, it's like I'm also being shown this ball, or it's like a significant toy, right, or something that he would have had, and it may not have been initially his toy, but it would have had to stay in his bed or keep it near him. I'm not quite sure what that's being shown, whether it's something that he shouldn't have had as well, like lots of shoes, for example. But I just feel like he's going back to these headaches, because he's making me aware of that again. I don't know if this is like what you're doing, but it's like I see you sat somewhere and it's like you're just like, oh, and everything feels like it's coming at you, or it's just a lot for you to handle at the moment, whatever's going on with you. And it could be related to the weather as well, because there's a lot of air pressure coming in at the minute, especially with the Schumann resonance, stuff like that. But it just feels as though there's stuff going on, maybe work-wise, or you're having to give your energy out to a lot of people, and he just wants to give you some energy back. So don't know if that makes any sense to you, Starlight. I'm going to pull a card for you as well. Do you have a big geode, like a geode crystal, on a desk or within the home? I just feel like that's something that I'm seeing that's quite significant. So I don't know if that makes any particular sense. Okay. It's gonna go. I get headaches sometimes. I can't remember because it is long ago. I have lots of headaches sometimes. I don't know why. Can you understand needing to make decisions or anything like that? And getting ready to do something different. It's like you're waiting for something to happen. I don't know if you're waiting on an offer or you're waiting on someone getting back to you with some news or something. Because the card I've got for you is the Fool, so it's all about taking leaps of faith. And obviously with him being such a big dog, normally in the Fool card there would be a little dog in traditional tarot. And the Rider-Waite actually is a little white Scotty dog, like a Tintin dog, Snowy. So he said, I'm an intuitive empath and a Reiki beginner, but I don't know, I'm a beginner with crystal and energy. Okay. So this card would traditionally have the little dog in. It's all about loyalty, but it's also about just being a little bit carefree, taking chances, stepping out of your comfort zone, leaping forwards, okay? And it just feels like he's pushing you to say it's time to step out of almost, I want to say the matrix, step out of that energy that you're in at the minute and try something different. So with, again, because you're going through that spiritual energy like Kath, it's like there's this awakening going on with you, and the animals are almost coming through to give you that nudge to say, come on, it's safe to tap into this energy and to trust what it is you're feeling within you. And I don't know if you're getting like the tummy aches as well. Now, headaches with your spiritual awakenings, usually the third eye and the crown chakra. So you're waiting for your art career and you have an exhibition come in. Fab. So I hope that goes amazingly well. I'm sure it will. It's just about trusting and having faith. And it's almost like this is what he wanted you to know. It's like you've got to have faith. You've got to trust in the energy. And just on that journey that you're on, it's not always going to be easy, but if you just allow yourself to go with the flow, amazing things will begin to happen. You've just got to have that faith and belief and expect the unexpected. So thank you so much, Starlight, for joining, and I hope his message and his love is felt. Thank you for your message. So if anyone else would like a connection with their fur baby, let me know. Or if anyone would like a power animal message, if you want a power animal message, let's have the paw emoji come up and we'll see who I feel drawn to with that. So just a little note as well whilst we go waiting for people to comment. If you're interested in learning more about animal healing and animal communication, it is something that I teach. And I've got an online animal communication and healing workshop coming up in November. And the details of that is on my website, which is jessicamaepsychicmedium.co.uk. And you can book your place on there. You will be sent a little booklet and a little free gift as well with that. And the online is amazing. A lot of people think, oh, how's that going to work? You know, learning about healing animals through the camera, but you'll be amazed how animals can actually feel distant Reiki, so, or distant healing at that, spiritual healing. You know, that thought, that intention that you put out there, that is what they feel. They will sense it, and you'll get to see that firsthand. So for a lot of people, I do think it's quite interesting for them to see, because they're like, oh, look, the dog's reacting to me or the animal's reacting to me. So it's quite exciting. So if you are interested in learning anything like that about animals, and when we go through the chakra system, do check out my website through the Learning Academy at jessicamaepsychicmedium.co.uk, and that one's taking place in November. Okay, hey Goodwin, I'd love to know what my spirit animal is. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to use this deck because I've not used it before on the show. Okay, let's see what's coming through for you. I love this. Okay, you have got the swan. Okay, so the swan brings through the element of air, which is always representing transformation, new cycles, new beginnings. But this is combined with the element of water, so emotions. Air I tend to see as like the throat chakra and like the higher chakras here. And then, of course, with the water element, this is all to do with your heart chakra and the sacral. So it's all about love. It's all about emotions, what you're going through at the minute. Maybe you've got a situation going on around you, which is requiring you to have some compassion, either to someone else or to yourself. And maybe as well with the sacral chakra aspect of this, I'm getting a lot of acid reflux. I don't know if that's something you're experiencing as well. It's like energy is just rising up you at the minute in waves of emotion. And I don't know if you're isolating yourself or you're just feeling the need to withdraw a little bit, but it kind of feels to me like there's this need to just have people around you that are supportive of you. Your heart and find your flow. Am I back? And that's how spirit play with the energies. Oh no, and we're doing this in a Mercury retrograde as well. We're very brave. Okay, so hopefully you can still hear me. So yeah, the swan does represent transformation, and it's a graceful transformation as well. So this says soften your heart and find your flow. And this card would associate with it obviously associates with the heart and the sacral. So it would also associate with a rose quartz crystal and a carnelian crystal as well, and maybe even a pink tourmaline. And when you put those crystals together, it's really, really powerful to connect them all, especially if you add in a clear quartz as well, to almost like represent that water of flow. And the swan is saying to you that it's time to start aligning with what makes your heart wake up. It's time to awaken the soul. It's time to awaken your heart, and it's time to follow your heart and soul's guidance. So the swan is trying to get you to just become someone different. Not that there's anything wrong with the original you, but it's almost like become that person who you were born to be. Step into the shoes that you need to step into and go with the flow a lot more. I do feel as well like there is some freedom to come your way, like you're breaking free from something. So that's something important to keep in mind as well. So hey, if that makes any sense, let me know. And hopefully that resonates to you. But it's amazing that you've got the swan come through, because that is literally just like your soulmate energy coming in, or your higher self talking to you in that one. So if anyone else would like a card message, especially from your spirit animal, power animal, let me know and I will see who I feel drawn to. So yeah, and hopefully you can all still see me, you can all still hear me. We are doing this in a Mercury retrograde, so chaotic energy. Okay. Oh, hopefully, can you still hear me, Richard? Yeah, fab. Okay. It keeps coming up with poor connection on my side, so I'm like, oh no. Okay, Claire, please could you tell me if my dog is okay? Okay, I'm going to tap into this one's energy. Yeah, there's so much warmth here, and a lot of love. I want to say eyes. There's something going on with the eyes at the minute, so I don't know if he is blind or if sight's really, really bad at this point. But it's like, I don't know if you've noticed, like he would just stare at you for like a long period of time, almost like trying to study you. Because it's almost like, just I can see this dog just staring at you, and then you're looking back thinking, I wonder what you're thinking, wonder what you're feeling. And it's just like he's just staring. But the message I'm getting through of that is that was to or is to do with the fact that they don't want to forget your face. You know, it's like they're trying to form that memory or try and see your energy, like your aura, because animals do see our auras. They do sense us through our energies, the way we imprint the earth as well. They know what type of people we are. And so they just want to see what's going on in the aura. And of course, when animals start to lose their sight, they then tune into their third eye, their brow chakra. And this enables them to be able to see like auras and see people for who they are. So it's almost like they tap into that ancient wisdom that's within them as they do that. So yes, his eyesight's going, which is natural at their age. But it just feels like I can see him just staring, it's like just looking at you. And it's like I say, it's just studying this energy, wanting to know what's going on with you, wanting to make sure that he takes that lasting memory of your face, of your energy. Like I was saying, they do tap into the third eye. And so this is a good time as well, where you could actually tap into his energy and have telepathic communication, because that's how animals communicate. They're always talking to us, but on different frequencies. And this is why a lot of people don't hear. It's a bit like people who can do clairaudience. You know, if you can hear spirit, it's the same as like you can hear that different frequency. And it's how you can work with animals is they work on that different frequency. They can also speak to your soul. So when they are talking on that different frequency, you may hear it as a thought coming into your mind, but you may also just feel their words in your soul and in your heart. And then that's how you get a sense, like empathically sense what's going on with him. But I do get the feeling that there are some things going on with him, like what you would expect at his age, the aches, the pains. But it's like he just wants to keep going and doesn't want to slow down, doesn't want to stop, but does sleep for like long periods of time, if that makes sense. But I am hearing that you could put a clear quartz in his or under his bed, which would just help him with his joints, along with a jade and black tourmaline crystal. You could stick that underneath the pillow of his bed or wherever he sleeps, so you can keep it dotted around him. But also, you can add those crystals into a jug of water and use that to fill his water bowl with. Is there something going on with his skin as well? Gone really, really itchy. So I don't know if he's got like a skin complaint going on, or if he's really itchy at the minute, or if he's got like really dry skin. It just feels there's something going on with the skin aspect of him. And I don't know why, but I'm seeing a duck. I don't know whether that is a physical duck at this point. I get that a bit more clear. So you got a toy duck. It just feels like there's a duck, or there's a story with him and the duck. I don't know if that makes any sense, Claire. That's what I'm getting through. But he's absolutely. I'm getting here that he's finding himself, but it's just the old age, you know, the old feelings that come in that you can expect at that age as well. But he's happy, he's content, he's around people that love him, and he can feel that love more so, especially because his eyesight's going, you know, he can feel that love. And this is the thing with them, with animals, you know, their other senses at that age will begin to heighten. And so they'll begin to understand what you actually feel towards them. They'll begin to understand life a little bit more. And that comes into their spiritual learning and their spiritual progression as well. So he's just been to the groomers. Oh, maybe they had a duck there. Yeah, I was just seeing a duck for some reason. I don't know why. It just looked like there was this little duck. Or whether that was something relevant to you. Oh, yes, he had a duck, one that he used to love. Oh, bless it. Oh, bless. Yeah, there's yeah, it's like he's just showing me that. It's a really fond memory, actually. Maybe he needs a little toy duck again to keep him company. That would be really cool. But yeah, I feel like he might be dribbling a little bit as well. I don't know if he's losing his teeth or something. He's not eating very well. But it's the old age. You know, he is content. He is happy, and I am hearing that when it's his time, you will know, and you will have that moment together where you just know it's time for him to go. But at the moment, he's just content. He's just enjoying those last few moments of you. You know, he's like thinking, well, I'm so grateful for this life that I've had. I'm so grateful for the love that I have received. So he's in this whole reflection mode at the moment, which is really, really good. And yeah, just take note, if he's staring at you for longer periods of time, he's just taking you in. He's just remembering you. So there's lots of love there for you, Claire. So I hope that's made sense for you. Okay, so we are nearing towards the end of the show, but I've still got time for more readings. So if you would like another fur baby reading, let me know. If you would like a spirit animal, to know who your spirit animal is and what message they have for you, I can do that for you as well. Or if you have any questions about what your animals are going through, what they're experiencing right now, we can also talk about that. So hit me with your questions. My little fur baby is absolutely loving the show. Let me just tilt the camera ever so slightly. There she is on the pillow. She's like, no. She's like, you woke me up. Catherine, my Labradoodle Shadow, why is he such a fussy eater? And what is wrong with the best food he gets? He won't eat it. This is it. Animals are so fussy. You give them the best, it's never enough. I've known cats when I've gone to their houses and they've had the best cuts of fish. No, they don't want that. It's like, oh, how dare you? How rude. But I feel it's got something to do with his tummy and maybe even something to do with the throat chakra area. So with this in mind, something like a yellow calcite crystal, carnelian, or even a turquoise crystal could be really helpful here when it comes to the tummy. Yellow calcite is really, really good because the calcite helps to work with their energy on a really gentle scale. And it doesn't mean that you have to keep it with them all the time. You could keep it near the food bowl, for example. Some people have the food bowls up high, so you could keep the crystal underneath. You could use it, like I said earlier, put it in a jug of water and use that water to fill the water bowl with, or just in a crystal cage on the dog's collar. The Labradoodles, they can be quite fussy eaters, and it's something to do with their tummy, and I think it is to do with the crossbreed of that as well. Because the amount of Labradoodles that I go to that like they get really iffy tummies or they get really fussy with their food, but it does have something to do with I don't know if it's the fiber or if they need something different in the food. I want to say it's almost like a mid-range food that would suit them. Maybe it's got to be something like is it a no grain biscuit, something like that. But it's just about changing that food slightly, but I don't feel it's anything drastic. It's just got more to do with the tummy than anything else. But also as well, there's some anxiousness there as well. So I don't know if there's something going on within yourself or within the home, or whether you're worrying about things and he's picking up on your energy. Because I don't necessarily feel the anxiety is with him. It possibly could be, but it just feels like he could be picking up on that. So does that make any sense, Catherine? Okay. So if that does make sense, Catherine, you can just comment afterwards. I will move on. But I just feel it, yeah, it's got something to do with the tummy and just changing the food over. So thanks so much, Catherine. That's really great for you joining. Thank you. Okay, so still got time to answer some questions, or even to look at your power animals. So let me know. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at people's here and see who we've got. Okay. What's that? Toto and Bots, is it? There's so much jumping in this Mercury retrograde with the comments that are coming up. I've got Animal Totem as well. I've got Toto and Boots. It's jumping between the two. Okay, let's go with Toto and Boots first. So Toto and Boots are cats over the Rainbow Bridge. Was they ready to go? We saved him a few times at vets. Okay. Maddie, if you're still here, just put up a comment. And whilst I wait for that comment to come up, I'll go to the totem animal. Yeah. So hi, Joanne. Thanks for your question. Let's have a look at your totem animal. This would be interesting. Okay. I'm going to use this deck. Okay, let's have a look. Cards jumping out, falling on the floor. Here we go. Ooh, okay. Oh, so you have got the porcupine spirit, and this one is representing time for beginner mind. So it could very well be that there's something in your life that needs to be changed, or maybe you need a different perspective with this, seeing things a lot more clearly. Now, porcupines are very much creatures that are very spiky, very prickly, and they've got a lot to say to their predators that come up to them. And maybe as well, you're feeling the need to just protect yourself, and maybe at times as well that you can express yourself, and not everybody understands the way that you're expressing yourself. It could be that you come across to them as quite harsh, when really you're just speaking the truth. And I tell you what, I prefer that. I prefer someone just to come at me with the truth than just fluff something up. So the porcupine spirit is not going to be fluffy. Okay, they're very much about creatures being in their truth and very much being in their personal power. And this beginner mind, it's almost like there could be something going on with your spiritual path. Maybe it's time for you to learn something new or going a new direction. So I don't know, Joanne, if you've been looking at doing something different. I want to say almost perhaps there's a shamanic route going on with you as well, that you could be quite interested in going down. Because I just feel like there's this earthy energy with you at the minute, whether you're really beginning to connect to the earth's energy. So can you make sense of that? So the porcupine would be bringing through element of earth. And yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 and 8, because the number's 48 on the card. So 4 and 8 would be 12. And that would give you a number 3. which is all about cycles, new beginnings. So definitely time for beginner mind, absolutely. And interestingly, bottom of the deck is Dove Spirit, Be Peace, and it's a 21. So 2 and 1 make 3. So your numbers that you've got coming out at the minute are 3, 3. So it could be that you're seeing a lot of 3, 3, 3, which is like tapping into higher frequencies, Christ consciousness, Christ consciousness energy even. And the dove is definitely like that Christ consciousness energy. Do you know what I mean? It's like that high vibrational energy of bringing down, channeling down that peace. I'm hearing you need to work with your crystals a bit more, or maybe they need a cleanse. So I don't know if you can make sense of that, but it just feels like it's almost going back to basics of things. Maybe you overthink things with regards to spiritual work, but it just feels to me that there's this need to just pull it back, strip it all back, just go back to the basics, like meditation, pulling a card for yourself, doing a little reading for a friend, or just sitting, just being in the energy, connecting to the earth's energy, just things like that, just doing little things that it's just going back to the basics, stripping it all back and bringing it through of what you're meant to be doing. And of course, with the dove and the porcupine, air and earth energy, it is as above, so below. So there's a lot of balance beginning to come in your way. So you've been doing healing on people. Yeah, maybe as well, the cleansing aspect, it may not just be your crystals. Maybe it's your energy, the crystalline energy that you are. Maybe that needs some cleansing as well. And it's like your animal guides are just coming in saying, come on, you know, you've got this pure soul, but you've got to keep it cleansed as well, because it will pick up those energies from other people that may not always be welcome. So just be mindful of that, Joanne. But hopefully that's made sense and it's resonated to you. And thank you so much for joining. You've got lovely, lovely energy. So if anyone else has got a power animal they'd like me to connect to, or a quick last question, let me know and I'll see who I'm drawn to. And again, remember, if you do feel drawn to learning more about your animals or how you could actually heal your own animal, maybe you'd be interested in my workshop, Animal Healing and Communication, just check out the Learning Academy on my website, jessicamae.psychicmedium.co.uk. So Martine, Spirit Animal Guides, thank you dearly, of course. Loving your cat picture as well. What a beautiful cat. Those eyes are so big and like, wow. Okay, let's have a look what your power animal is that's coming through today. Okay, there's a lot just chucking themselves out in the deck. And when the deck of cards do that to me, it tends to be because it's like chaotic energies going on or stuff going on with you. And interestingly, the card that's just come out is Elephant, and it says grounding. So if there is a lot going on with you, it's just a good time to stabilize your energy. Now, naturally, this is bringing through the element of earth. So it's definitely about stabilizing your energy and balancing your energies as well. It says ground your energies and emotions deep into the earth. Now, the elephant also represents the Ganesh energy. And this is all about removing obstacles, barriers, boundaries. So if you've been feeling that you've been challenged a lot lately, well, guess what? The elephant's coming up. It's charging. It's like, get out the way. I'm removing all the obstacles, all the challenges. It's a clear road ahead. And all you've got to do is follow that road ahead. Go to where your heart is calling you, because the elephant is helping you as well. It's going to guide you. So the elephant is a very strong power animal. They're very lucky as well. I've got a lot of, I don't think you can see them in the picture in the video, but I have got elephants on my shelf behind me. I love elephants. They're just very beautiful, very majestic. But they always do represent removing those challenges that we have in our life. And with the grounding card coming in as well, the grounding message, it's definitely telling you it's time to shift from one aspect to another. So parents lost house keys. I love nature, places, and adore animals dearly. Oh, bless them. There's a lot happening like that at the moment, where people are losing objects from or around their house, whether it's keys or they're putting things down and it's being moved. I do wonder sometimes if it's the quantum energies or whether it's the fae. I have no idea, but sometimes spirit do play tricks on us. But the bottom of the deck we have is the owl. And interestingly, again, it's the air energy. So it's like as above, so below. So again, we're being balanced out here. And the owl says to you, it's all about your sight. So maybe you can help find your parents' lost keys by using your intuition. This card says, detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. So that may be something that's completely out of your control, but you still worry about it. But sometimes you've got to use your sight, oversee a situation rather than be part of that situation. Take a step back, see things a bit more clearly. It's just about gaining a little bit more balance, a little bit more perspective, but know that these obstacles and challenges are being removed from your life and things will be clear sailing in the coming weeks. I feel like October is very significant for you with regards to shifting energies forwards. And that could actually have something to do with coming out of this Mercury retrograde and into more direct energies again. But there's a lot of energies going on at the minute, a lot of planetary changes, all sorts of things going on. And for anyone spiritual, we're going to be feeling it. And that includes the animals, the animal kingdom. They feel these energy changes. If we think about what's going on at the moment in the UK, there's like masses of energies going on, and the animals are going to be really feeling that. So if you feel that need to just, go within, do it, but maybe sit with your animals as well. Calm the energies down in the home, because there's a lot of emotions going around in the collective at the moment. People are really feeling things. It's very tough going, and when those changes happen, the animals go, right, what's going on? They can become anxious, they can become a little bit aggressive at times, they can become quite vocal. She's asleep at the moment, but all day she's been wanting to go outside, get a sense of what the different energies are that's around. And my other dog, Minnie, the other night, she just wouldn't sit still, she just kept pacing. So they do sense it, they know things are coming, they know things are changing, and sometimes they are picking up on what we're feeling as well. And so when it comes to you meditating or just wanting a bit of peace, just sit, just be still, just calm the energies, put some relaxing music on or something, or even just take them for a nice walk if it's a dog. I mean, you could put your cat on a leash if you wanted to, or put it on your back. But it's just taking them somewhere to be quiet, to be in the peace, in the energy. So I think we've come to the end, but I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much, so much for joining. It's always lovely to connect to your energies and your fur babies as well, because it's one thing, isn't it, connecting to spirit all the time and humans, but quite often it's nice to bring through the animals and to give them a voice, because they do have one. They just don't get a chance to be heard on Earth unless, of course, they're a parrot. So I will leave you with the laughter, I will leave you with their love. But thank you everyone so much for joining. And remember, if you want to be part of my Animal Healing Communication Workshop, do check out my website, jessicgraypsychicmedium.co.uk, Learning Academy, and there you will find all the workshops that I'm running, including that animal healing one. So take care everyone, and thank you so much for joining. Good night, bye.
My Spirit Life is a free online interactive magazine for those who have an interest in improving their spiritual lives. Authors can upload images, videos, and audio clips to their own articles. The public can place comments, rate the article, and follow the author. All articles are vetted before being published. For more information and to place your own article, please visit myspiritlife.co.uk.
Are you planning a paid spiritual event, or looking for something to do this weekend? Then visit myspiritualevents.com. You can browse the listing, view the event details, watch a YouTube clip, look at a mini gallery, select dates and times, pay for tickets using PayPal or your debit card. Organizers can register for free and start selling tickets within minutes, be it for their online or in-person spiritual event. As an organizer, you will have access to your own admin dashboard, which will display information such as your income and your bookings, all in a simple and user-friendly display. It's free to use. Join and upgrade to an organizer. Come and visit us at myspiritualevents.com.
Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, SPtv is joined by another guest who will be demonstrating their mediumship abilities by offering free readings to our viewers.